If foreign invaders to your gut have come together and built fortresses, a standard antimicrobial or cleaner is not going to work for a lot of reasons. I will explain. Hi, my name is Phil. I'm with Silver Fern Brand. My wife has told me that I nerd out too much in these videos, so I'm going to try a new approach. We're going to use an analogy, and I hope this explains to people why they need to be a lot more creative with their gut cleanups than what they're doing traditionally, okay? So think of this. The first thing you want to do if you are going to effectively clean up your system is you need to address why the invaders came in the first place. Some people are going to say this is addressing the root cause, but for the sake of fun, we're going to say this is how you address why the invaders build up shop in your system in the first place and built fortresses, okay? So let's start off with the stomach. Many people have stomach issues and they do not realize that stomach issues cause gut issues. They just do. So for example, if you have lower than adequate amounts of stomach acid, invaders are going to skip the stomach because there's not acid to wipe them out. Remember, normal acid levels is a protective shield for the gut, right? So the shield is down. Let's just keep with the war analogy. And invaders get into the system. So many people skip the stomach. They're like, I don't need to worry about reflux, heartburn, burping, belching, indigestion, nausea, all that. I need to get to my gut issues. You need to address stomach issues. Lower than adequate amounts of stomach acid, not necessarily hypochlorhydria, is a cause of diarrhea, constipation, pancreatic insufficiency, which results in lower than adequate amounts of enzymes, which causes bloating and gas and food intolerances. See where I'm going here? You need stomach health. Fact. The other one, motility. If you do not have enough motility, pathogens recycle. Motility is not just a constipation issue. People think motility, constipation. Slow motility of the stomach causes intra-abdominal pressure, weakens the less, which is the lower esophageal sphincter, but is a cause of reflux, heartburn, burping, belching, nausea, indigestion, stomach aches, all that kind of crap. That's just slow motility of the stomach. Once again, it doesn't have to be gastroparesis, which is the severe version, to be a problem. It just has to be slower. That's it. In fact, that's one of the primary reasons people have issues with GLP-1s, just so you know. It causes slow motility of the stomach. And that's not the primary purpose of those drugs, by the way. But nonetheless, slow motility of the stomach causes issues. It is an indirect cause of low stomach acid, just so you're aware. Slow motility of the small intestine causes bacterial overgrowth and fungal overgrowth. So the first thing you need to be aware of, if you're going to successfully get rid of all the invaders in the system, you need to make sure that you're addressing what caused it in the first place. Those are primary issues. Also, parasympathetic nervous system dysfunction causes stomach issues and gut issues. It's a cause. Go look it up. I'm not wrong on this, okay? Number two, when invaders come into your system, there's different types of invaders, and then they coexist and they build fortresses. You can go research it. It's called a multi-species biofilm. But for the sake of doing the war analogy still, they're going to build a fortress. They're going to coexist. Standard antimicrobials do not break these fortresses apart, and people continue to have issues. Or a person doesn't realize that all these things coexist, so they use an antibacterial, right? They'll use an antibiotic, and they don't realize an antibiotic is for bacteria. What are you doing what are you going to do with the fungal issues, the candida, the mold? What are you doing about parasites? An antibiotic just addresses bacteria. An antifungal addresses fungi. It's addressing candida and mold. It's not addressing bacteria. And bacteria overgrowth and bacterial issues allowed the candida issue in the first place. And then both obviously are caused by immune system dysfunction, which is a gut issue, by the way. So, point being is if you're going to break apart the invaders' fortresses in the system, you need to assume it's all present. You need to have something that's been demonstrated to break the fortress apart, and then you need to clear it all out. Then you need to soak up the bad stuff. You need special forces to go in, get rid of the bad stuff, because remember, you're going to use something to break the fortress apart and attack. Let's call this missiles or artillery or whatever. Then you need special forces that are going to go in, get rid of the bad stuff, save the good stuff that does not get rid of your nutrients, minerals, and medications. You want to keep those things, right? So you want to pair a very aggressive strike force with a binder, or call it special forces, to escort the bad things and rebuild the good things, including the barrier, and hopefully increase the beneficial organisms, which is our preference, okay? So whatever your strategy is, it needs to entail all that. And then at the very back end, we're going to go with, once again, staying with the war analogy, the best way to have a healthy gut and digestive system long term is to rebuild all of your soldiers internally. You want a very strong microbiome, or strong warriors of the system that will naturally, that have natural antimicrobial benefits to drive out all of the bad things when they do show up. You eat something bad, stress, whatever the hell it is, you take antibiotics, whatever, you need something long-term to make sure that it keeps everything in balance and gets rid of the bad stuff. So a security system, so to speak, okay? Silver Fern brand, we keep it fairly simple. One, whatever the hell we do, we just assume everything's a problem. We start with a top-down approach. If you have stomach issues and or constipation issues, you need to start with a pre-cleanup protocol. We have two options for this. One is the Slow Motility Plus protocol. The other is the gastric rehab protocol. How do you choose between the two? Pretty simple. The Slow Motility Plus protocol we've been using forever. Very successful, works great. If you have invaders of the stomach that are overgrown, you have to figure this shit out on your own. I can't say it for you. Or you have very unhealthy inflammatory responses of the stomach, or severe stomach issues. They're not mild or anything. You need to go with the gastric rehab protocol. It is going to still help with constipation. Obviously, it's going to help with stomach acid, LPR, silent reflux. I mean, all the protocols are good for that. But if you have like H. pylori overgrowth, you have unhealthy inflammatory responses to the stomach lining, all that stuff, you need to go with a more aggressive protocol, which is the gastric rehab protocol, okay? Okay. If you do not have those things, you do not have those issues, you're like, Phil, I don't have stomach issues, I don't have constipation. Oh, by the way, if you have constipation and diarrhea, you still need to start with the Slow Motility Plus protocol or the gastric rehab protocol, okay? All right, if you want to go right into a cleanup, we do the ultimate cleanup kit. It has Nano Scrub Cleanse, Unraveler. Think of this like missiles and artillery. It's going to break everything apart, smash everything bad, preserve everything good, and then we pair that with Cleanse, which is a binder. It is a very successful binder. It's mostly IgG. It's antibodies. It's just a pure antibody concentrate, which means it knows the difference between the good guys and the bad guys. It binds the bad things to escort it out. It has strong prebiotic effects. It does not bind medications, minerals, or nutrients. The combination is just extremely effective, okay? You got to use the right doses. If you have mild issues, do mild. But if you have bad issues like severe bloating, all of that type of stuff, major things, it's expensive. It does cost money, but my hell, do it right. Don't stay on this freaking roller coaster of problems forever. Not worth it. Do it right. Do it right the first time. Here are a couple keys. If you have severe diarrhea, here's just a suggestion. You do you, but you can take 8 Cleanse morning and night for 15 to 30 days. And unless you have bile acid malabsorption that's severe, you are absolutely going to, your diarrhea, you're welcome, works extremely well. The Nano Scrub, you can build up because you're going to be getting 3 bottles a month. You're going to do it for 90 to 120 days. I always go longer to be thorough. You're going to build up to 6 teaspoons a day. Take it on an empty stomach, rinse it in your mouth for about 15 seconds before you swallow. Why would I rinse it in my mouth, Phil? Good question. It's because a microbiome starts in the mouth. You need to clean the mouth. Okay, so those are the options. That's the approach. And then the back end of every protocol, we have a build-up protocol. Doesn't matter if you start with the Slow Motility Plus protocol or the gastric rehab protocol, or you do the ultimate cleanup kit. At the back end, please do the build-up protocol. You need to do that for at least 60 to 90 days to rebuild everything. You just do, and then you maintain long-term, okay? And maintenance is super easy. It's small. You can ask us what to do. It's easy, okay? Last but not least, some of you are not sure what the hell I just said, and that's totally fine, and you want to be walked through it. Here are a couple options for that. One, you can send us a direct message. Please help me with the protocol, or you can just say protocol. And our customer service people are going to ask you questions. You're going to give answers. They will give you a protocol in response. You can ask them all the different questions of ways to make that process better, helping with bloating, all of this stuff during the process. They will help with that, okay? Number 2, we do have science team members that will help with one-on-one stuff. DM us Michelle Jenkins. We can provide her information. Bye.